Well, for the first time ever, a federal agency may put its support behind a marijuana-based drug, and it's for children. An expert panel recommended the FDA approve a drug called Epidiolex, which has shown promise treating kids with severe epilepsy and seizures.
It's made from cannabis-based CBD, which is actually different from the weed component that can get you high. Simone Del Rosario has the story of a mother who risked it all to treat her own child with it.
Hi. It's Mom.
The case for cannabis.
Yeah. What do you think, Maddie?
That's what Megan Holt calls her 5-year-old daughter, Madeline. Maddie has Zellweger syndrome, a terminal genetic disease that destroys the white matter in her brain.
Hi, it's Mom.
When Maddie was just 2 years old, doctors told Megan to take her out of hospice and spend one final night with her.
That night, I had no hope. The people that were supposed to be there to help me, the people that I was told to trust to take care of my child, told me there was nothing left for her. And it was up to me to make a choice, to do what the doctor said and spend one night with my baby, or to take a chance, to risk everything I have to help her be a little bit more comfortable.
That was 3 years ago. With the help of cannabis, Maddie has made it past her 5th birthday. She used to take 26 pharmaceuticals. Now she takes 2.
We like your dress, Maddie.
Megan knew, as a mother,
Silly girl.
she'd be stigmatized. She's here to fight that.
Maddie doesn't use hemp oil. Maddie uses high THC cannabis oil, and no, it's not getting her high. The pharmaceutical drugs that were prescribed to her, those were getting her high.
3 times a day, Megan injects doses of THC and CBD, or cannabidiol, into Maddie's feeding tube. CBD is also found in Epidiolex, which could become the first marijuana-based drug to be approved by the Food and Drug Administration. The FDA will vote in June.
Where its applications are gonna expand, I think only time will tell.
Dr. Edward Novotny is director of epilepsy at Seattle Children's Neurosciences Center, which has been using Epidiolex in clinical trials for kids with Dravet syndrome. He says having CBD as an option for these families is important, but knows regulating it will take time.
That particular drug is identified by the FDA as a scheduled drug that is normally not prescribed. So that's going to be some of the regulatory hurdles to ultimately get it approved.
Hello.
While Megan herself chooses to go the natural route, she's optimistic about the FDA getting on board.
I think that they will move forward, but I also think that the only way it's going to happen is by people like me and Maddie standing up and saying, like, hey, we exist and we matter. Oh my gosh.
Reporting in Seattle, Simone Del Rosario, Q13 News.
And we're going to get another gift. Oh, Miss Maddie Moo.
There are other parents out there who say, like this woman, this is what is working for my child. It's time for the federal government and the FDA to start regulating it and get on board.
It's great to hear their voices, too, and we really appreciate her sharing her story and her daughter's story and bringing us into her home and letting us witness those beautiful moments with her daughter,
Not
too.
easy things to talk about.
All right, well, in other news tonight,